Hi guys, so we are playing the FM Premier League today, the 2-game FM Premier League, and I'm about to go live with Zed. So before we do that, we have to do the very quick bumper for the advert. So get yourself that 10% off. That's always a strong look, always a good place to be. Get that done. Excellent. Now, let's get the stream back up. Got to make this work properly. Got to make this work properly. There we go. Right, let's switch to that. It's going to ask me to sign in because I haven't signed in yet. And I should probably turn on the old camera too. We'll do that in just a second because that's a wise decision. There we go, now you can see me. I'm such a pro. So we're playing Zed, who is UberWestHam, and he is playing as Leicester City today. That's what's going on. I am, of course, playing as Arsenal, as is traditional. He's not joining me on voice today because he didn't feel up to it, which is all good, all golden, and all gravy. So we'll make it work. It will be fine. If you're in the chat, say hello. Let me know you are there in existence, because that's always helpful. Always helpful. It helps if I set up everything properly so we can see what's going on. Right. That hopefully should be magic. You should be able to see me on the Twitch. You should be able to see me on... Oh, that was loud. That was loud. There we go. Wasn't expecting to see that. Was not expecting to see that. Just trying to make sure I can see the chat, guys. Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds. Bear with me. So yeah, we are playing Leicester. That's the most important thing you need to know. I just want to make, like I said, just make sure I can see the chat, because if I can't see the chat, this is all slightly useless. All slightly useless if I cannot see the chat, and we'll be fine. We'll get together. We'll be able to see everything that's going on. I think I can see everything that's going on. Good, right. So yeah, we're playing Leicester. Zed is not joining us on the voice today, so it's just going to be me, but feel free to shoot things into the questions, or into the chat box. Ask questions, say hi, you know the drill. But why am I what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm so lost. Right, let's pick a team. Let's pick a team that's going to work for us. We're doing the Gegenpress. I can't remember what I did last time out. I think we'll do the tiki-taka. We'll do the tiki-taka because I know the tiki-taka works. We're going to do a quick pick, and that should just give me a fairly strong selection that I can fix at leisure. I think I'm going to put Luke Shaw on the bench. Aubameyang and Lacazette up top. Saka's not a bad choice on the left-hand side for this game. Maitland-Niles is there. We've got the midfielders I would usually prefer. I think I'll throw a centre-half in, and I think that's probably a pretty good lineup. I think that's probably a pretty good place to be. So we're going with a 4-4-2 today. We're going to go with Leno, Bellerin, Luis, Gabriel and Shaw, Willian, Partey, Ceballos and Saka, Aubameyang and Lacazette. That should be strong enough to do a job for us. Let's get into the game. Let's play it. Let's have a quick check just to make sure no one said hi in chat, or see if anyone has said hi in chat. I don't see anyone. I'm sure someone will appear eventually because they usually do. Let's get into the game. Let's see if we can get ourselves a win in this first game. That's what we're looking for. So, I am communicating with Zed via Discordy text before anyone wonders what the typing's about, because I just didn't feel like being on voice, which is all good, it's all gravy. I can talk, I know how to do talking for talking's sake, so that should work out fine. Like I said, hopefully you can all see me out there, it's all looking good, and all is right in the world. That's what we're hoping for. Yeah, we've got the warm-up screen. That's what we need. We've got the warm-up screen. That's what we're all looking for. That's the hope we're all dealing with. And we're kicking off, and we're already going on the attack, which is pretty strong. That's what we like to see. Pereira, they're putting the ball forward, but Gabriel is there to clear it into touch. I just realised actually I probably have this on longer highlights. I don't. It's good. I was playing on comprehensive highlights for the Borsica's Cup game, which I played the other day. You can still find the highlights on the Twitter, and there's still on the Twitch, sorry, and there is still the fundraiser going. So feel free to pitch in for that. I think we're probably near £7,000 at the moment of the £10,000 target, so it's gone pretty strongly. I am not unhappy with how that's all working out, so that's good to see. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, by the way, I'll update the things with Zed's contacts at the bottom, all the places you can find them, because apparently it's not updated itself the way I wanted it to. That's absolutely fine, but we'll get to it after the game. Don't panic. You can find him at UberWestHam on Twitter, and he's quite well followed. He's quite a well-known, popular boy. I'm just saying, quite well known. As Leicester go on the attack now, Pereira coming at us. We've got to do really well here. We've got to defend. We've got to make things work for us. I'm hoping this 4-4-2 is going to kind of carry us through a little bit. Vardy playing out to Castagna though, and we need to get defending. Tielemans is there. Come on, face up, defend. That's what we're looking for. Ndidi has a pop, it's just gone wide. I'm going to encourage the boys because that feels like a plan. Bit concerned that Willian is a little bit out of position, but it did work last time out when we used this, so hopefully it'll work today as well. Pereira picking up the ball, plays it out wide, looking for Vardy. Vardy is through, and Leno makes the save. That's okay. That's not too bad. I can switch to the 4-5-1 if I need to. It's not a big drama. I have got plenty of options in the box, so that's all okay. We know what we're doing with that. That's ultimately what we're looking for. So, you know, like I said, there's options. There are tactical options I can switch to, but this should work. It should be good enough to beat Leicester. With all the respect in the world, of course, to Leicester and to Zed, it should work. I mean, we are Arsenal after all. We should be able to get a result against Leicester, you'd think, although obviously in real life that's probably not the case. So, who knows? Bellerin is through. What can Bellerin do? Plays the ball through to Willian. Willian's on a run down the right-hand side. Can he get the ball into the box? He gets it across the box. Saka is there, and it's 1-0. 1-0 lead is a pretty strong place to be. I'm quite happy with that. If we can keep that going, I will happily accept that as a state of being. I will happily accept that as a state of being. And, you know, good finish. Good build-up, good finish. The two wingers combining to get the goal. I mean, I don't know how else to explain how good that feels. We are, I believe, before the game, we're sitting 6th or 7th in the FM Premier League. I forgot to check. A couple of wins today would definitely propel us up the table, I think. And we need to start kind of clawing back the points to move ourselves back up. As Partey plays it out to Bellerin. Bellerin through to Aubameyang. Aubameyang is through and Schmeichel is equal to it. Really good save by Schmeichel. And we've got a corner. What can we do from the corner? Saka will be the guy that takes it, plays it short to Partey, plays it in to Saka to Bellerin. Bellerin is through, plays it across the box for Willian. Willian into Bellerin again, and Bellerin really shouldn't shoot with his left foot. If there's one thing we're going to learn today, Hector Bellerin should not be shooting with his left foot. That is a scientific fact. Throw in Pereira to Maddison. Ceballos is there. Can Ceballos get rid of it? He has done, but only as far as Ndidi to Tielemans. Tielemans back to Ndidi. Let's get ourselves looking strong here. Castrovilli has picked up the ball. To Ndidi, to Castrovilli again. Ball through to Vardy. We're in danger here. And it's 1-1, and that's not a place I want us to be in at all. Really not the one. Really not the one. I'm looking at this team and I'm realising there's not actually a lot I can do to change things up because I don't have anyone on the field that can play in the roles I need, which is kind of a problem. Kind of a problem, if I'm completely honest. You know, we'll see how it goes. We've still got time, plenty of time. There's 2 games to be played, so we can pick up some points. Really good finish from Vardy, it's got to be said, but something just didn't work there, and I don't know what it is. I'm just wondering if I have anyone that can play defensive midfield actually on the pitch. I think Partey can. If I need to make the change, I think he's available for it. Otherwise, we just have to be more smart with the team line up in the second leg. Partey into Saka to Bellerin. Bellerin, what can he do? Can he get a ball across to someone? He has a pop, probably didn't need to. They're sitting deep. Aubameyang is in. More defenders in the way. I swear there's about 15 defenders playing for this Leicester side. And they're doing okay. They're holding out. Saka, Plays it short again to Ceballos. Ball across the box for Luke Shaw to Saka. Saka inside, but Lacazette cannot get the ball away, or cannot get the ball into the net. And things are not looking massively impressive from our point of view right now. Really want to see more out of this team, and I don't know how to get more out of them. That's really going to be the question. Really will be the question. And I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there together. Let's make a change. Let's bring in the other tactic. Let's bring in the other tactic and see if we can fit a team in to make the gegenpress work. Because I feel like we've got to make some differences, some changes, make a difference today. I don't know where, how, or what, but we've got to do something. Saka's playing really well. I think I'm going to take Lacazette off at half time because he's not producing goals. Make sure I grab Lacazette there. I think I did. The best player in central mid is. Let's do it the smart way. Let's let the game tell me who the best option is here. I mean, it says De Arrascaeta. I think we'll probably throw Talisca in though. That feels smart. Hopefully there's goals to come from doing this. We'll soon find out. I'd like to think there are goals to come from doing this. But of course, you never can tell with these things. You never can tell. I appear to have lost the YouTube chat. I don't know why I've lost the YouTube chat. I apologise if you're in the YouTube chat. I don't seem to have it. I'm sure it'll pop back up in a second. Hopefully before we get scored against again. Pereira is on the ball to Castrovilli. We need to really get involved here. And Ndidi with a ball across, looking for Castagna. He wasn't going to find him, and we've got ourselves a goal kick. And that's all looking pretty spiffy. All looking pretty spiffy. That's what we like to see. And we'll see if we can maybe build something from the goal kick. We can't. Unlucky, but 1-1 so far. I'm sure there's more to come from this team. I'm really sure there is more to come from this team. I just don't know where to find it. I think we're going to take Gabriel off because he's not having a great game. We'll put Mari in. And Talisca hasn't really had the impact on the game I'd hoped, which is concerning. I'm just wondering if there's an argument for going to the control possession formation we were using for the first few games. There might be an argument for it because I haven't really set up the team for anything else here. Shaw to Mari. Mari out to Shaw again. See if we can get ourselves a goal here. Ceballos back to Shaw. Shaw to Ceballos again. Saka gives the ball away. We've got to win this back. Vardy is through. Brought down in the box. Oh, boys, what are you doing? And David Luiz has been sent off. Oh, lordy, lordy. We're in trouble now. I think we have to do it. We are going to go with a control possession, 4-2-3 essentially. We shouldn't need the goal scorers here. Or we shouldn't need the. You know what I'm trying to say. We shouldn't worry too much about not having a striker because Saka and Willian are capable of scoring goals. So is Talisca. My big concern is that there's no one really that can play centre-half on the bench because I already used my centre-half on the bench. I think probably it's going to be Tierney, which feels like a risk, but we're going to put Talisca as an attacking advanced playmaker, and I think Saka is probably pretty adept at being a winger. We'll use him as a winger on attack. And we're going to take the risk. We're going to use Willian as an inside forward. Hope he can cut in, get us a goal. We just need to hold out actually at this point. If I'm completely honest, the red card is really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. By the way, I cannot see the chat on YouTube. I cannot see it. I apologise. I don't know why I can't see it, but I cannot see it. Jamie Vardy has scored whilst I was trying to see the YouTube chat. And we could be in real trouble here. We could be in real danger. Real danger. It wants me to go very defensive, but that doesn't feel like it's a smart move. I think actually, if anything, I probably need to try and get us a goal. We're going to break the team. We're going to hope we don't concede too many more goals. It's really not an ideal setup, and we're going to be without David Luiz for the second game, which is a really big issue. Bellerin gets rid of that quite nicely. There's no one to chase it down. I'm wondering if it's worth making Talisca a supporting strike. In fact, I'm going to have to make him a shadow striker now. That has forced my hand a little bit. Will he get into the box and score? I guess we'll try it. I guess we'll try that. And Saka is going to have to become an inside forward. I know he doesn't like it, but someone's got to get some goals. What can Ceballos do best? Ceballos is best as a Masala, so he can do that. And Partey, I guess, is... You know, we're gonna throw it all at the wall. We're gonna throw it all at the wall here. I'm gonna put Luke Shaw and Bellerin at wing back. Probably move him to complete wing back. Can Shaw play complete wing back? He can. That gives us an extra man in midfield. Let's see if that helps at all. I don't think it will, but you know, we've got to make something work. We've got to make something work here because we are getting beaten, and I don't like it. I really don't like getting beaten. I thought I cracked it. Hopefully we'll come back stronger in the second game because this has been a bit of a disaster. The red card has left us firmly in trouble. Firmly in trouble. As Shaw takes a throw in, there's going to be no one there because there would normally be a striker there. Ceballos to Partey to Shaw. Shaw puts the cross in and Didi heads it away. The three guys were in the box waiting, but it wasn't quite enough. And now waiting for everyone to track back and hopefully cover here. Hopefully someone will do some covering. Anyone covering would be nice. Neres has picked up the ball to Tielemans. Let's do something. Castagne needs to get the ball into Tielemans. Tielemans to Vardy to Castrovilli. Castrovilli has a pop from range. It's just wide off the post. The danger here is real. The danger is real. We're in serious trouble. Talisca will take a free kick, puts the ball into the box. Tierney is there, but he cannot head it away. And that probably sums up as a snapshot our entire game so far. We've not been at the races whatsoever. The red card has left us in real trouble. There's no one massively impressing me today. Willian is having a bad game. He scored 4 last time out, which is problematic. And I really don't know what we should do here. We've hit full time, which is probably a small mercy, to be completely honest. Probably a small mercy. I'm just making the... We have to send in a picture of the final screen just so anyone wondering what I'm doing is you know, wondering. Just so I can make sure I have that because we're going to need it. And then we can get into the second game. Have a quick check on the chat just to see what the chat is saying. I see nothing in the chat so far, which is either means no one is watching or no one is chatting. Either is possible. I don't know. We're going to go into the second game though. We're going to see what we can do. David Luiz, we are going to absolutely fine him 2 weeks' wages because he deserves to be fined. I've got an I'm the boss achievement, which is pretty strong. He feels his fine was unfair, but I feel him getting sent off was unfair on his teammates. So who really is right here? I think it's probably me. And now we very much need to get ourselves a result in the second game. We really need to get ourselves a result in this second game. I don't know what to do, if I'm honest. I mean, I do know what to do. We're going to switch to the control possession because having 2 up top apparently is not the ideal thing for Arsenal. Let's do a quick pick and see what we can fix here. Partey there works. Xhaka there works. Willian, Aubameyang, Lacazette. That's pretty okay. I am still going to want myself a centre-half on the bench because, well, I say a centre-half. Put Rob Holding on the bench as centre-halves go. He'll do the job. Any other changes I want to make before we go forward? I don't... Oh, maybe... Yeah, we'll take Giroud off the bench and we'll put El Neni... We'll put Ozil in there because I don't know why Ozil wouldn't be in there. We can't play holding mid. Ooh. Okay, we're going to drop Ozil. Controversial, but I'm dropping Ozil. Otherwise, I think it looks okay. Gabriel wasn't great last time out, but hopefully he'll fare better this time. I think Do I risk it? Do I risk taking Burnt Leno out? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Just make sure there's no other obvious replacements I'm missing for anyone. Apologies to Zed, who I know is waiting. I can see the old blinking. But I do have to make sure I get this one right. Shaw or Tierney at left back. Shaw is probably your best bet. I think that's going to have to be it. That's going to have to be what we go with. Willian needs a better performance today. Otherwise, I'm going to get very mad. I think that's probably okay. That's probably okay. We just need a performance now. Hopefully Lacazette can get himself some goals. That would be really nice. I'd like to see goals from almost anyone on my team, if I'm completely honest, because it doesn't feel like any of them were looking good for a goal. If I'm completely blunt. Tasty. Right, everyone's warming up. Let's hit the kickoff button. Let's get into it. Let's see if the changes I've made will do anything. We are going to go in hard on Jamie Vardy. Stop the party. Maddison with a cross from the corner. It's off the crossbar and gone over straight away. Okay, we need to see better. We need to see better from Arsenal this time out. Really need to see better. Free kick. Edge of the box. Luke Shaw is probably going to take it. Crosses it in. Willian is there. Aubameyang tries to put it away. Bouncing off defenders. Willian picks it back up again to Partey. Can Partey do anything? He can't. All credit to Zed here. He's sitting really deep, but it's working for him. He's really sitting deep against us. And he's made Leicester quite impenetrable. But we do need to look better here. Xhaka heads it towards Lacazette. Lacazette waits to join him, which is sensible. He gets brought down by Castrovilli. We're going to see ourselves... We're not going to see any cards for that. Okay, good times. Good times. Let's yell some encouragement at the players. That sometimes makes something happen. Sometimes. Danny Ceballos not really impressing me right now. I can't lie. He's not impressing me. We've got to throw it on the left-hand side from Castagna to Maddison. Maddison, ball across, and Didi picks it up. We do here. Can we get the ball off of Leicester? That's kind of our plan. Maddison, ball into Castagna. We need to get back here. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, this is an utter disaster for us. Utter disaster for us. We're just getting torn apart. We're getting absolutely torn to pieces. This team doesn't look like a team that wants to win, and I don't like it. We're going to try and encourage them to get themselves back into the game. Bellerin is being absolutely useless in both games. Gabriel's not much better. Ceballos needs to wake himself up. I needed to click that notification before it disappeared. Bellerin puts the ball forward for Lacazette. He's got to wait for support, which is disappointing. Puts the ball across, and there's no one really there to meet it, but hopefully we'll get it back. Ceballos to Aubameyang. Aubameyang must have been offside there anyway. Schmeichel, he wasn't offside. Schmeichel made the save. We've got ourselves a corner. What can we do from here? Shaw to take it. Puts it into the box. Mari tries to get to it. Can't quite get there. Partey is coming back now. Come on. Ball forward, boys. Oh, it's just nothing coming. Willian with a free kick. Let's hope we can score from here. Cross to Mari. Mari puts it away. Pablo Mari. And we're back on terms. We're back on terms at the very least. I must admit I've not been really overly impressed with anything that's been happening from us so far. In either of these games, I've not been overly impressed. Willian finally makes a contribution, but I'm looking for more. And I think that more needs to come from my midfield, to be completely honest. Leno taking a goal kick. Hoofs it long. Anyone going to get there but it isn't a Leicester player? Of course not, because that's a waste of a ball. Maddison to Ndidi. Ball forward, but luckily Bellerin is there. To Leno. Leno, ball forward. Finds Lacazette. And we're on a run now. Can we get a through ball here? We can't. He waited too long to release it, and Ndidi took it from him. And now Leicester are coming on the counter, and Perez has picked up the ball to Tielemans. Let's get back. Xhaka with a tackle. Beautiful stuff. And now Bellerin picks up the ball again. Plays it out to Willian. Willian with a ball down the line to Lacazette, who won't quite get there. It's a nice idea, but didn't really achieve much. Shaw to Ceballos. Ball forward. Aubameyang gets his head to it. Lacazette can't get in there. Maddison puts it forward, and now Vardy is through. Jamie Vardy is through, and that's 2-1. Oh, the frustration. The absolute frustration. We have fallen apart right now. Absolutely, we have fallen apart right now. It's unacceptable. I really just want to rip these players, but I know if I rip them, they will cry, because that's what happens. We're going to, at half time, we're going to make some stuff happen. We are going to make some stuff happen at half time. Thomas Partey's been drawn away from position. We're doing nothing in his position, so he may as well get drawn away from it. It's not a lot to lose by having him drawn away from it. Right, let's do some big brain moves. Let's try and take all of these guys out of the game. We're going to take all of their players out of the game. That's my plan. So, why won't it let me do that? Is it going to do them all individually? It's not going to do all them individually, surely. Surely not. We'll try that. We'll try that. I don't know why it's not that. That's because it wants me to do it. Oh, this is so much more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, now can I select all of them? I can. We're going to do tight marking always, except with the keeper. We'll fix that in a second. Press, tackle hard, show onto weaker foot. We'll go straight to Schmeichel. We don't want to tight mark Schmeichel. That's a bad idea. Okay, that's one thing to do. Now work out what's going wrong with this team. Why are things not working? Luke Shaw's having a mare. He may not finish the game if he keeps having a mare. Let's see if we can, using the Oppo instructions, just take Leicester out of the game a little bit. If we can take Leicester out of the game and get playing our own game, we may have a fighting chance. We may have a small fighting chance, but we'll have a fighting chance. And hopefully we can get a result out of this after all. That would be really nice to see. And why it's not playing, I'm guessing Zed is making changes, which scares me because he's doing okay. He's doing okay, and I don't need him to do more okay. That would be the ideal for me. I am going to do a Luke Shaw focus. I'm going to tell Lacazette that he needs to focus, well, fire him up actually, fire him up. Just see what happens. And shouts, we can't do shouts because they're just an individual ones, which doesn't make any sense. Luke Shaw needs to buck his ideas up in the second half. Really needs to buck his ideas up. I want to see some chances created. He is actually improving. I want to see more from this team. I really want to see more from this team. Right, what have we got going on here? A penalty? Possibly? I don't know. It paused. It paused on me. Excuse me. Leno was holding someone. It may have been a penalty. It's unclear. It's unclear at this point what is happening. I'm sure it'll work itself out. I guess nothing was happening. Gabriel has one yellow card. Well, he's just been crap anyway, so we'll take him off. We'll take him off. We'll take Lacazette off too, because he's achieving nothing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send on that. We'll do it after this highlight to Lacazette. Well, I guess that's Lacazette. Oh well, if it wasn't offside, that would have been Lacazette staying on. But it was offside, so it won't be Lacazette staying on. We're going to move Aubameyang up top. We're going to put Diaz Gaeta on the left-hand side. I think we're going to take Hector Bellerin off because he's just been useless. And that's going to be a triple sub. Big brain plays there, the triple sub. That's never worked for anyone, but it's got to work for us today, so we're going to try our best with it. Diaz Gaeta looked really good when we've used him as well so far in the FM Premier. I don't know why we're not performing today. I mean, it's probably Ceballos and Xhaka, who have both been, if we're completely honest, utterly useless. And now Willian is injured. Oh, what is this? Guessing we can't make a sub. I'm never sure how the rules of this thing work. Well, Diaz Gaeta's going to have to go there. And then we're going to have Shaw and Maitland-Niles being complete wing-backs on attack. De La Scaeta, what does he do best? He probably is best used as the playmaker on attack. Ceballos is going to go to Masala on support. Xhaka, I sort of want as a deep lying type player, make him ball winning midfielder. And Partey needs to be a half back right now. He needs to help the defence out, and we need to hope a cricket score doesn't happen. Quite frankly, we need to hope how are we finishing both games with 10 men? It just doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right. We're going to finish both games with 10 men, and we're going to finish both games losing probably 3-1. If I'm honest, Castrovilli is back on the ball to Maddison. Maddison plays it to Tielemans to Castrovilli. Castrovilli plays it into Vardy. Vardy into Maddison. The world's slowest defending was occurring then as Castagne gets them. Marcos Antonio has a pop. Leno makes the save. Oh, I've got so many problems with this team right now. So many problems. They've got a corner and we're going to concede from it. I can feel it coming. I can feel the goal coming. That's life. Maddison. What's with these pointless highlights tonight? Ceballos, can I yell at him? Can I berate the entire team? Sure. Let's berate the entire team. Why not? I mean, that was a disaster. That was a complete disaster. That's... among the worst performances I've ever had from a team I've managed. We are going to have slipped places in the FM Premier League. In fact, let me very quickly, before I forget, I have to run the FM Premier League graphic. Don't forget you can get 10% off at 2Game on Football Manager by putting in the code FMPL. That's a thing to remember. Good. There we go. We're back with the game slowly, hopefully. There we go. Alright. I'm going to click in here and screenshot that magnificent beast once it's done saving. Okay, maybe not. Right, that's the end of the stream, guys. That was all I came for today, so thanks for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Don't forget to check out Zed at UberWestHam on Twitter, and I'll see you all very soon.